Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'd like to present our team's research on a topic that's been troubling the music industry for years. Our team, me, David, Aram, Elize, and Ani, will present you trust, or rather, the growing lack of it, between artists, streaming platforms, record labels, and fans. Streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music have completely changed how we access music. On one hand, that's a win. Music is now more available than ever, but on the other hand, it's raised serious trust concerns. Artists are underpaid. Fans don't know where their money is going. Contracts are vague, and fake streaming undermines honesty. So, how did we get here? And more importantly, how do we fix it? Distrust in the music industry, where it comes from. First, unclear and unfair payments. Artists often receive extremely low earnings per stream. For example, Spotify pays about $0.003 to $0.005 per stream. An artist needs over 250,000 streams just to make $1,000. This system favors large companies and disadvantages smaller or independent artists. The second one is the fake streaming. Bots are used to artificially boost pay counts. This not only cheats the system, but also steals visibility and income for real and hardworking musicians. Third one, lack of transparency. Fans assume their money goes to the artists they love, but in reality, revenue distribution is murky. Platforms rarely explain how payments are split, which causes confusion and disappointment. Fourth one, contract and ownership conflicts. Many artists don't own the rights to their own music. A famous example is Taylor Swift, whose masters were sold without her consent. And the last one, and the one that really is renowned, limited artist voice in decisions. Most platforms or record labels make decisions top down. Artists often find themselves excluded from conversation that directly affect their career. Now let's turn to Eliza, who will present you our first recommendation, and that is the implementing transparent payment systems.
So, what can be done? Let's look at four key recommendations to re-engineer trust. First, implement transparent payment systems. One of the biggest steps we can take is to make payment systems fully transparent. Right now, artists almost have no visibility into how their earnings are calculated. This lack of clarity breeds frustration and suspicion. Streaming platforms should provide real time dashboards where artists can see exactly how much they've earned from streams, subscriptions, and ads. This includes clearly showing how much per stream, who is listening, and how money is divided. We also suggest moving toward user centric payment models, where a fan's subscriptions fee is paid directly to the artists they listen to the most. This makes the financial relationship between artist and listener more direct and fair. By showing the math and cutting out the guesswork, platforms can rebuild financial trust. Second, now Aram will present the enforce authenticity and combat fake streaming.
Thank you, Eliza. So the second is enforce authenticity and combat fake streaming. So fake streaming is another major source of distrust. When bots artificially inflate play counts, it distorts the whole system. Artists who play by the rules are pushed aside, while those who cheat the system or whose labels cheat for them are unfairly rewarded. To fix these, platforms need to invest in strong detection tools. AI and data analytics can identify patterns of fake plays and remove them. Policy addressing these practices sends a clear message that real listener engagement matters. By ensuring the numbers reflect real fans, not fake bots, platforms can restore credibility and fairness. So the third is creating fairer contracts and promote artist ownership from the side of the artist. Many artists sign deals that give them little control over their music and even less income. In our case study, we saw how Taylor Swift's masters were sold without her knowledge. That's not just a legal issue. It's a trust crisis. It's a distrust. Our recommendation is shift toward more fairer, more flexible contrast. Labels should offer deals where artists keep ownership of their masters, royalties are split more equitably, and there are opportunities to renegotiate terms as the artist becomes more successful. Contracts shouldn't be traps, they should be partnerships that evolve over time. So the fourth step should be demonstrated by my teammate Ani. Thank you.
Now, before that, let's turn into the third slide, where we will see how Taylor Swift explains the distrust that happens in the music industry.
Okay, so lastly, we need to improve communication. Artists and fans, they often are kept in the dark about the decisions they are making, and thus, as a result, this creates a hierarchy where companies act unilaterally and they damage trust even more. We suggest platforms and record labels to create spaces for open communication, such as, for example, artist advisory boards, some feedback channels, or transparent policy updates. Uh, Artists should have inputs on how royalties are calculated, how content is being promoted, and how policies are being created and enforced. This approach may replace secrecy with collaboration, and communication is key for reengineering trust. So let's jump to our conclusion. And we think trust can be rebuilt through transparent system, fairness, and, as I said, open communication. The future of music depends on more than algorithms and data. It depends on restoring fairness, honesty, and trust. And we think that artists would benefit from them and those who make music.
So thank you
Thank
for
you
this
so much.
presentation, Annie. Our team has concluded that artists are actually not in favor of this system, and the distrust really happens in the music industry. Thank you.